the essence of the eternal divine spirit, the one that causes all that exists to exist, the one that is self-existent.
How many men have children and the children never meet their father? See, you created a void in that child because you are a part of that child.
Black power! Black power!
Black power!
Black power!
Black power!
Are you feeling fatigued and can barely make it through the day without some type of caffeine?
Are you on a journey of healing your body but need a little help?
Then alkaline water is what you really need.
Alkaline water has many benefits. Alkaline water can help restore pH balance in the body. Consuming beverages such as soda and coffee can make your body acidic.
Did you know that too much acid in your body has been linked to an internet, heart disease, obesity, diabetes, autoimmune disease, chronic pain, and other chronic conditions like gout and arthritis?
Those who use alkaline water have reported increased energy levels, clearer skin, reduction in inflammation, better digestion, and many other health benefits. I've used alkaline water for years, and it's been instrumental in sustaining my health when I was diagnosed with sarcoidosis.
Are you ready to take responsibility for your body's health?
If the answer is yes, then our alkaline water is just what you need. Bring your own bottles. It's only $3 for each gallon. To place an order or for more information, you can reach us at 773-846-3091. Thank you in advance for your support.
Hi, my name is Sister Ebony Stevenson. I am your announcer for today. Welcome to the Toma Nation's weekly Sunday worship service from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. every Sunday at 616 East 71st Street here in Chicago, Illinois, and also live on Facebook. If you would like more information, you can reach us at www.facebook.com/TomaNation2 or give us a call at 773-952-8302. Now I'm going to recite our opening. In the name of the eternal divine spirit, the one that causes all that exists to exist, the one that is self-existent, the one who directs the sunships of millions and trillions of years, and the one who made time the seed of the universe, known among the ancient Kemites or Egyptians as Amun-Ra and Aton, among the Hebrews as Ansal, Yahweh, and Elohim, among the Christians as Lord, God, and Jehovah, among the Muslims and Islamic world as Allah, the one God, among the Rastafarians as Jah, Rastafari, among the Yoruba tribes of West Africa as Odumare, Eshu, and many other Orisha names. I bear witness that all these names refer to the same one, Almighty Spirit, and it is to that essence which I give reverence and to whom I submit. I boldly proclaim that we, the descendants of those black men and women who survived the transatlantic slave trade, are the Lost 13 tribe, born in North America, and are of the Nubian Kemetic lineage. I further proclaim that the blood of all the nations of the earth flows through our veins. I greet you in the ancient but holy words of peace, Hotep, Shalom, Assalamu alaikum, Habaragani, Alafia, and Ashe. Now I am going to recite the 13 points of what we believe in and know. Number 1. The creator of the heavens and earth. Number 2. We believe and know that we can only establish an economic base through the application of the knowledge of self and the incorporation of the ideologies of the Honorable Marcus Garvey, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Mahatma Gandhi, and Ben Ami. Number 3. We believe and know that the prophets and messengers of the Holy Bible, the Holy Quran, and the Kemetic Holy Books were all black. Number 4, we believe and know that Jesus Christ of 2,000 years was and is a black man. Number 5, we believe and know that the knowledge of the Almighty Creator goes beyond books written by the prophets and messengers of the Almighty Creator. Number 6, we believe and know that in order to promote and coordinate unity, we must first recognize and accept the uniqueness of being able to worship our Creator, regardless of religious denomination, name, title, ritual, particular dress, or holy book, as long as it recognizes the Almighty Creator of the heavens, earth, and the universe as supreme. Number 7, we believe and know that it is impossible to tell the truth without exposing the wicked governments of the world. Number 8, we believe and know that the United States government, in collaboration with other European nations, have a denial objective to exterminate dark-skinned people of color off the earth through the act of genocide. Number 9, we believe and know that some of the most effective methods that are being used today are AIDS, birth control, alcohol and drug abuse, vaccinations, gang and domestic violence, systematic elimination of trauma centers, the public school system, and public aid within the black communities of America and the world. Number 10, we believe and know that the last trick that Satan is playing on us is the dividing of us by our religious differences, religious gangbanging. Number 11, we believe and know that the conflict between the various religions are comparable to the conflict between various street gangs within the inner cities of America. Number 12, we believe and know that the war on drugs and gangs is a diabolical plot to disarm the black community of weapons, break up the black family, withdraw our constitutional rights, also kill and incarcerate young black males under the undercover code name April 2029. And number 13, we believe and know that every letter, shape, sound, and numerical value contains esoteric information that completely transcends the specific contextual meaning of the word. Our purpose: to bring about the growth of a righteous community in accordance with the laws of the Creator of the universe, under the leadership and guidance of Brother Minister Rahim Chesed Aton, to provide solutions to the social and economic ills that plague the communities of urban America. Our goal: to re-educate and retrain youth and young adults to develop positive moral values as an alternative to delinquent behaviors. Because you can rebuild a community and not rebuild the minds of the residents of the community to meet the responsibilities of maintaining the community's image. Our mission: to enhance the economic development of our communities by establishing businesses, real and personal properties, thereby creating jobs and/or entrepreneurship training programs that will reverse the concept of leaving the community to buying back the community. Our motto: let your light so shine before men that they shall see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Matthew 5:16. Now we're going to recite our salute to the red, black, and green flag. Everyone put your right fist in the air and repeat after me. Here's to this flag of mine, the red, black, and green. Hopes in its future bright, Africa has seen. Here's to the red of it, great nations shall know of it. In time to come, red blood shall flow of it. Historians shall write of it, this flag of mine. Here's to the black of it, 400 million's back of it, whose destiny depends on it. The red, black, and green of it, oh flag of mine. Here's to the green of it, young men and women shall dream of it, face shots and shells for it, maidens shall sing of it, waving so high. Here's to the whole of it, colors bright and pole of it, pleased is my soul with it, regardless of what is told of it. Thanks to God for giving it, this great flag of mine. Please keep your right fist raised high in the air as we sing our Black National Anthem. Black power, black power, black power. Black power is the power to define, develop, and defend that which is in the best interest of Black people.
behavior, you say? Well, we can't say it started in the 90s, but I can only give you my experience because it started way before then. But when movies like New Jack City and Juice and Fresh and Friday and all these movies came out, what was the underlying principle of these movies? It was the distribution of illegal drugs and the killing of young black men, fighting over drug territories and gangs and all of these different things. Then you look into the media industry, and it's the same thing. All of the music that they're promoting now is music that is actually promoting actual deaths of people. So now you got actual serial killers that are racking up bodies in the community, going in the studio, making a song about it, and it's playing on every major network, and we singing and rapping to it as if it's just a storyline, as if it's made up. But it's actually real. It's a mama somewhere grieving because there's a song talking about smoking on her son. Because they didn't name the marijuana that they smoking after the name of some woman's child has been murdered by senseless violence. And nobody's saying one word about it. So you say delinquent behavior, alternative morals. What are morals? Morals is nothing more than righteous conduct. The type of conduct that keeps a community safe. The type of conduct that allows women and children to go through the community without worrying about all of this madness that's going on. But somebody working on our little girls too, with the over-sexualization that they placed on them. And so it's hard to get our children to focus on the ABCs. The ABCs are real simple when it comes to economic development in our community. The A is for agriculture. We got to start with feeding ourselves because everything that they're giving us is killing us. All our children are addicted to these little noodles and ramen noodles that we eating, and we don't even realize. Y'all tell me, how much salt is 25 milligrams of sodium? 2,500 milligrams of sodium. How much salt is that really? What can that actually do to your body? Dehydrating you, and we wonder why the children got high blood pressure now. We wonder why the children got diabetes and they pancreas and liver and kidneys and different parts of it, it's failing them. And then you dump a COVID on top of that. No nutrition. It's not even being taught in school no more. I don't even think they show the food chart no more with fruits and vegetables and different things like that. All our children know is blue juice, Flamin' Hots, and noodles. They know that. They know that these Flamin' Hots right here, these the original Flamin' Hots. I don't want them generic ones. I got to have these vintners because this the real Flamin' Hot. And that stuff is killing us. So when we look at the economics of our community, everything that we're doing is based on a con. They've conned us out of our money. They call us consumers. What do you think a consumer is? Somebody then consumed all of your resources, all of your income, and took it out of your community. And why do you think our community has become a hood now? Because the resources have been taken away. Because they fought hard to make sure that we won't control anything in our community. Dr. Webb Evans, the late great Dr. Webb Evans, from the United Black American Progress Association, told us to buy black. And I know a lot of us thought that was just some simple term that, that ain't the real solution. But I want y'all to know how deep buy black really meant. If you look at everything that is in our community, and we know that the hair care and the beauty industry is the largest industry that sucks off of black people's money. Do you all realize that there's only 7 companies that control every single beauty product we consume? 7 companies, just 7. Johnson & Johnson, L'Oreal, Estee Lauder, Coty, Procter & Gamble, Unilever, and Shiseido. And underneath these 7 companies are 182 sub-companies that they own. L'Oreal don't just own L'Oreal. Some of the other companies that they own, Saint Laurent, Y'all heard of Saint Laurent, right? Ralph Lauren, Maybelline, L'Oreal, Redcom, Lancome. Some of these other things I don't think I've seen in our community. Oh, Mazzani. That's the new black hair care product. So they give us some sense of being in business, but when you understand the science of business, you understand the real control in business is when you have the ability to produce, manufacture, and distribute your product. See, all of these companies have a foothold in our community as it relates to manufacturing. They've locked us out of that industry. They don't want us to know anything about manufacturing. They don't want no manufacturing plants in our community. They want to make sure that they keep that stuff on lock. Why? Because if we ever learned how to manufacture something, then we wouldn't be begging them to put our name on it. All they're doing is packaging our face on alcohol, packaging our face on wrap snack potato chips. Damn, P, I know what you're trying to do, but do we have to have Lil Baby on the chips? We can't get a SB Full on the bag of chips. We can't get a W.E.B. Du Bois on the bag of chips. Hell, let's bring it up to date. We can't get an Obama on the bag of chips. Something that when the kids is eating them chips, they can aspire to be something other than Lil Baby and Lil Wayne and Lil Durk. We can't get nobody else, P. But I know, because you're dealing with this devil. He ain't gonna let you put nobody positive on them rap snacks. You gotta deal in that industry. And you can't distribute them. You gotta let him distribute them. So you gotta put them in Walmart. You gotta put them in all the stores. You gotta sign a distribution deal. Now that's the new trick now. They make you think that you got your own record company, you got your own record label, and then you only gotta sign up for a distribution deal, which is still them. So that way they don't have to take the fallout and the backlash of people like us in the community that's saying, get rid of this nonsense, get this stuff off of the air, because now they say you own it. Jay-Z, that's your record label, P. Diddy. But who distributing this crap? Who owns Spotify? Who owns Apple? Who owns YouTube? We don't own no distribution. That's why they killed Michael Jackson. He tried to start distribution. He built a $100 million studio in Las Vegas to make CDs and DVDs from scratch. And they say, the hell with that. We getting rid of CDs and DVDs. Don't put no more drives and computers. Don't do none of that. Get rid of that. Let's go to let's take the technology someplace else that they can't compete with us on. And so they took back the distribution, because controlling the distribution means they have a say in what they distribute. So they get to throw on us, well, nobody's going to know who Marcus Garvey is anyway. He was here 100 years ago. Let's just put Lil Baby on here. We'll sell more chips. Let's be relative to the youth today. Let's bring it up to date. And so we don't have any control of that. And they just continue to take advantage of us. Unilever is a packaging company. It's a distribution company. I thought Unilever was the owner of all these products, but Unilever is the manufacturer of Dove, Vaseline, Suave, Axe, Lever 2000, Caress, all of the soaps that we buy, Febreze. And not only that, but they're also the packaging partner for some of these other companies that are already named. So they're a packaging partner company, which means I might be manufacturing my product, but just in case I don't have enough equipment or my orders go up and it's more than what I can handle, then Unilever got my recipe, Unilever got my bottles and everything else. I can call my packaging partner and say, hey, put me in the game. I need XYZ this because I got a big order over here and I don't have enough equipment to get the order out in time. I need your help. That's what Unilever does right out here next to the Horseshoe in Indiana. All of these different soaps. And I want y'all to understand something. There's only one recipe for soap. The only thing you buying is the grade of soap you get. Whether it's going to be foam, whether it's going to be silky, whether it's going to be, look like, it's kind of white and fuzzy or whatever, or you're going to get the clear soap, or it's going to be some foam, but it's only one recipe. All we buying is a bottle and a name that represent one of these 7 families. And none of these families are ours. None of these families, I'm going to say that again, are ours. But we're the biggest consumer of everything on here. Estee Lauder, we're the biggest consumer of all of this. Bernard Avant owns all of the major Louis Vuitton, Christian Dior, all of that stuff. That's all one family. Own all of those different subsidiaries. Where is our economy? I'm telling black people right now that the time is now. And the T is for technology and trade. Stop sending your kids to school to get social study degrees and science degrees that don't pay no money. It's not worth the $90,000 in student debt. If you're going to send your kids to college, make sure you at least prepare them with the discipline to be able to come out and deal with the world and be able to work in those industries. If it's not science, technology, engineering, and math, I'm sorry. And you paying for it, save your money. Because it's not worth it. It's not worth $90,000 in student loan debt. It's not worth a $28,000 a year job that you could have got without that. It's just really not. They pushing education on us because they want to keep all these institutions open and they want to keep getting funded for it. They don't give a damn if you graduate or not. If you get in the first year, the school get paid for you being that whole year. If you drop out, oh well, they get the money. It's a game. They just incentivized to get us in school and we bragging about being the most educated when really we just the most enrolled. Most of us don't even finish. And then when you get close to the finish line, they hit you with a science degree or a humanities degree. So you can feel like you've done something. You don't want to go back home and disappoint your mama. At least go back home with a degree. So you come back home with a humanities degree that don't pay no money. Not science, technology, engineering, and math. So I tell us, learn about some technology, learn about the trades. Don't y'all know that 70% of the tradesmen are 60-year-old plus white men? They can't do that forever. The average age of a plumber is 70, and they're all white. I know we don't want to get dirty. That's what our kids say. I was like that. I was that kid. My daddy was a mechanical engineer, and he tried to get me down to Cook County, and I looked at him like he was crazy. I'm like, man, I saw how you smell when you came from work the other day. I'm not finna go down there and do that. That was my mindset. I don't want to smell like that. I don't want to be in no jail with no bunch of inmates. What if they take over the jail? I'm going to get caught up in there with them. What if something happened? All my little childish thoughts, but I wasn't thinking about the actual skill set that I would have gotten that could have been transferred down to my children who are interested in stuff like that. So now they missed a whole informational and a whole skill set that I could have given to them for free. Wouldn't have to spend no money. But no, I got to pay for trade school for my children because I didn't learn from my daddy. I didn't learn construction from my granddaddy. And I'm only saying it because granddaddy, I don't know nobody in my family that had more money than granddaddy. We got some cousins that's doing well now. But when we was coming up, granddaddy had all the money and granddaddy had a 3rd grade education. But everybody else had college degrees and they couldn't seem to make it. They had to call granddaddy all the time. So it was a skill that he learned that was beneficial to him. And that's what we got to teach our children, a trade today. I say get a trade before you get a college degree. At least you got something. I mean, they say, I think we need to do it in reverse. They say get the college degree. So just in case you got something to fall back on, if you want to be in the music entertainment industry or something else that's not quote unquote prestigious, they say get the college degree. I say get the trade. Go become an electrician. Go become a plumber. Go become a carpenter. Go become an appraiser. Get certified to do home inspections. It's $800 an inspection. No taxes. Go straight in your pocket. You can't beat that. Go and be an inspector for asbestos. Be an inspector for lead paint. Be an inspector. It's a whole bunch of inspections that you could be doing that we can get our kids in that you only need a certification, not a 4-year degree. They got a technology program out now. It's 5 to 8 months. They pay you to go through it. and your starting salary is $85,500 with no skills, none. 18 to 24. It's so many programs out for 18 to 24. I'm about ready to throw up. I keep asking everybody that run them programs. I say, we got some 35-year-olds that probably might want to do that. Y'all got to come out of that age group. I get it why we started with that age group, because that was the age group that was committing all of the crime and it's 93% unemployed. I get it, but y'all need to raise that up to 35 and then have another class for 35 to 50. Because it's a lot of people in that gap that got missed out. They can take advantage of some programs like that. Don't just have them all for the children, especially if you the proprietor, the CEO, and you really the one got the sauce. You ain't working for nobody. You working for yourself, and you really know how to do it. Man, come up off that 18 to 24 and slide some other people in there that really want to get that information that can help their family. Because some of them 18 to 24 years ain't focused on life right now. They're not going to take that thing serious. That's why I'm glad it's only a 5-month program. Can you stay focused for 5 months? Not 4 years. Can we get just 5 months of dedication to get this certification to make some money? It's a better shot when it comes with our children. But we got to set up these type of things and get these type of skills and trades. And we got to teach our children just basic, I don't want to say sales, but hospitality. Just how to walk in a room and speak to people. Hey, how y'all doing? How's your day? Top of the morning. So if they get a job, they can go in a workplace and be, pleasant. Put a smile on their face. You at work now. Say hi. How you doing? How was your day? Okay, great. I'm going to go over here to my cubicle to get to, our children don't even have that. They take their face to work with them and they just be looking mad and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, you sitting at the front desk. You can't look like that at these people's front desk. You the first thing people see. You got to be bubbly and joyful, but I'm tired. I didn't get no sleep last night. We got to teach our children basic stuff. That's what church used to be for. Church taught you a little decor and some manners, and the girls had to sit a certain way, and boys, you couldn't just slouch all down in the pew. You had to sit up straight and this and that. Otherwise, somebody was pulling your ear or pulling your meat under your arm and sticking their hand in front of your face, spit the gum out. It better not be no spit on it. We got taught some things, but now we're not teaching anything. We're just giving our kids phones and tablets and YouTube, and they learning whatever they want to learn. There's no structure anymore. So when Minister put that goal out, that was a hell of a goal, man. And it seemed like when we first read it 30 years ago that, it ain't that bad. Man, it's gotten worse. The stuff my grandmother used to complain about, it's gotten worse. She complained about Tom and Jerry cartoons and Fred Flintstone. It's too violent. Remember Fred used to go bowling with Barney, and he would throw the ball down the thing, and instead of the ball going down the lane and hit the pins, it would go in the air and come down on Barney's head, and the little sound would go. My grandma, cut that crap off. It's too violent. Okay, turn on I Love Lucy. Oh my God, they got a bed on TV. Turn that off. They're defiling. Lucy would be on her side, he'd be on his side. They fully clothed in pajamas, no skin showing, no nothing, but just because a bed was on that TV screen, cut that crap off. And we couldn't watch no Westerns because they were shooting each other. Couldn't watch the Three Stooges because they was fighting and hitting each other. Tom and Jerry, we couldn't watch that because the old lady would be chasing the little mouse, and she'd had a frying pan going to hit the mouse and hit Tom and the cat, and they'd be hitting each other. It's too violent. You can't watch none of that. Now look at what we got today. That was in the 70s. And she complained about that, and we thought she was just, you're doing too much. Now bring that all the way up to date, the stuff we see on TV. The images that they're portraying to our children now, the over-sexualization that they're putting on our children, and we not realizing that this is the number one cause of mental illness. Man, Gail Frazier, them are really on to something. You want to know why the mental illness is like it is in our community? You can't have these young girls thinking about all of that stuff right now in their age and trying to be sexually appropriate and trying to, as they say, express my sexuality and it being able to be seen. And so if I want to, switch up and be another something, I should be able to express that in the schools now, and everybody shouldn't wear a uniform no more. Now all of a sudden it's illegal. They can go to jail. That's what they told me. It's illegal to make the kids wear uniforms. They can sue us. We can go to jail. I said, well, we should have been sued, y'all. And y'all should have been in jail for not educating us. Damn, the uniform. Can't nobody read. That's what you should get sued for. So now they have to be able to self-express is the term they use. So now our children going to come to school looking like however they want to. No more structure. No more girls this, boys that. Like there's nothing to distinguish us apart now. So what does that do to the family structure? Because now we got to get back to ABC. We talked about the agriculture. We got to talk about the business. And the number one business we got to talk about is the family business. Keeping that structure tight and bringing that structure back together so that we can build a community. A community is comprised of family. Family is comprised of father, mother, child, not Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Take the Holy Ghost and put her up and bring back out the black woman. Keep your Holy Ghost. Bring me back the black woman. She got everything we need. But they don't want us to get that understanding. That's what Black Root Science talked about. The certain number of people that should be in the community. How many people should be in the household? You shouldn't be having no only child. People say, what? Well, who are you to tell me I shouldn't have an only child? I can't afford all these kids. Well, you shouldn't have one. Because psychologically, they say when you have an only child, they don't get raised right. They become too entitled, too selfish, and they're not the best member of the community. I know some people say, whoa, well, I was the only child and I ain't like that. And I got a child, they the only child, and they ain't like that. Yes, you are. Only children are some entitled people. I was the only child for 13 years. I was very entitled. My mom talking about what's wrong with you. Hell, everybody else got 5 kids. It's just me. Why would I not feel entitled? Christmas come around, I'm the only one you got to buy gifts for. You ain't got to split it between me and my 5 siblings. You didn't think I was going to feel some type of entitlement? You didn't think they was going to feel some type of jealousy because my mom only had to buy for 1 and their mom had to buy for 5 and my gifts was always going to be better? That wasn't going to create something in the family? But it does. So we got to really understand this family structure and what it looks like, and not the genderness of it, but the running of the business, the running of the family. I don't know what this big fight is. We always knew the black woman was the backbone of the family that made stuff happen. Why y'all fighting us like we don't know that? Most of us don't even want to get involved in that. Here, give me my $20 to get back to work. Here's the rest of the money. Do what you do. That's what I watched my family do growing up. My granddaddy didn't worry about none of that. He kept what he needed to get back and forth to work, and grandma took care of the rest. Where did this fight come from? It ain't y'all's. Stop fighting this feminist movement. Fight like you got to fight to be number one. You're already number one. We know who mama is. We don't disrespect mama. We don't not honor mama like we should. The prophet got asked 3 times, who should I honor? Your mother. And after that, your mother. And after that, your mother. And after that, then your father. So we supposed to honor mama 3 times before we get to father. And I don't know nobody in the black community that don't. Y'all need to stop that stuff. Stop letting them pit us against one another, making y'all think y'all don't need us. We less valuable. Your worth is more than ours. That's what Satan does. That's why he got kicked out of heaven, telling God when God created Adam and God asked Satan to bow, Satan said, I'm better than him. I'm made of smokeless fire. He's made of mud. I'm better. And God had to kick him out. And he took 1/3 of the people with him with that mentality. And that's the same mentality that's permeating our community right now. All this, I'm better than, I got a degree, I'm a this, I'm divine 9, I'm that, I'm Christian, I'm Islam, I'm Jesus under Christ, through Christ, and with Christ. I'm the infallible word of God. It's never been changed. And it's 99 translations. Okay, I don't know how you figure that out, and we fight over all this stuff that don't mean nothing. We fight for everything but market share in our community. That's what we got to fight for. If we're going to consume $1 trillion a year, then we need to start prosuming. What does prosume mean, brother minister? That's where you produce what you're going to consume. Do y'all realize we got Costco in our community? We got Sam's Club. I bet y'all couldn't guess in a million years what their number one product is. Guess what it is? It's toilet tissue. And it ain't the toilet tissue of everybody else's that they sell. Costco make $400 million a year off of Kirkland. That's their brand. I looked up yesterday, Minister, and somebody pulled out something at the birthday party, and it didn't say Grey Goose. It didn't say this. It said Kirkland. I said, wait a minute. You mean tell me they do their own alcohol? They do their own this. They do their own that. So now here you got a company that said, we don't need Scott. We're going to make our own tissue and take it to the marketplace. $400 million a year, number one selling product that Costco got. But then we look at the little stuff we try to do, and we come up with every excuse why we can't buy our tissue that we produce. Every excuse. We don't want to buy our laundry detergent that we produce. It's the same soap. We don't want to buy from each other. We don't want to support each other. We don't want to take the entrepreneur that's in their kitchen making these great products and put them in a manufacturing company so they can take their cost from $7, $8 a bar of soap that they're making down to 50 cents like everybody else so that they can have a business that's palatable to the community. We should be able to share in the savings of producing your own stuff. When you produce your own stuff, you control the market share. You ain't got to be doing all this predatory retailing in our community like these Arabs are doing. It's predatory. They go into Sam's Club buying the same stuff you could go buy, but most of you can't afford a membership, and they bring it back in our community and they resell it to us, and most of the time it's almost out of date. It's almost expired. So we got to come out of that. We got to learn from
joining us for our weekly Sunday worship service. We invite you and your family to join us live every Sunday at 616 East 71st Street at our new time from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. and on Facebook from 12:30 to 1 p.m. If you have enjoyed what you have heard, please feel free to support us with a monetary gift on Cash App at $TOMATION. Once again, that's $TOMATION. This will conclude our live stream. The message you have been listening to will continue live here at the Toma headquarters. We thank you, Black family. See you next Sunday. Black Power.
This is the eternal divine spirit, the one that causes all that exists to exist, the one that is self-existent.
How many men have children and the children never meet their? See, you created a void in that child.